Alrighty then, today's video, post 500 round review on this guy, the PSA Jakl, how it's done, how it's faring, how it did, all of that stuff, and blah 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 blah. So, it's been faring pretty good. Once I got the red dot sighted in, pretty much no problems after that. I do like the orientation that I have it set up now. I'm probably going to be replacing these irons, getting a flip to side so that I can like cant it if I want to do irons, and then do this for the red dot. I think that's going to be really good coming into play. Probably remove this side rail right here. I thought I would have more of a use for it, but I don't. And how I set it up currently right now, I got it to where when I put it in my case, it's basically flat like this with my PEC 15 on the side. So that's been working good. The laser, I still got to slave the laser to my red dot, but like I said, it took me a while to sight in the red dot anyways, so not really a priority for real. But once I did get that sighted in, I am gonna slave it eventually, make it coaxial, which basically means they both go on. Basically the red dot stays, but the laser goes on, so I'm gonna have to basically line it up. I can't have them at the same point. I'm gonna basically have them basically in a straight line, if that makes sense. T-Rex arms, Lucas explains it better than me, but yeah, I do appreciate the extended charging handle that I added on there. It does make a big difference, as well as the grip. I did have to hold it once it started getting hot after like 7 mags or so of like steady shooting. I did rapid fire a little bit, but it actually didn't get super hot after rapid fire because I was going back and forth from pistol to rifle. So I think that's actually the best way to shoot this, is in addition to something else. If you're just shooting this, that's fine, but just make sure you're giving it time to cool down. If not, wear some gloves. I actually wore, I got these welder gloves, or these are like really hot resistant gloves, and then I got these actual welders gloves, like light welders gloves. I wore a couple of these once in the video, as well as the other ones, just to test them out. They both held fine because, like I said, it wasn't getting super hot, like, oh my god, I can't touch it. But you'll see in one of the videos I was holding like this, and then I went to this grip because it was getting a little hot. So I did switch once because of the heat. And this is, I see what people are talking about, this is like slightly less stable compared to this, because this you could pull it all the way in. This, if you try to pull it all the way in, it's really not as stable. It moves easier. But if you have it like this, it's more resistant, if that makes sense. More rigid, I should say. Muzzle brake worked fine. I did have fireball sometimes, but it's not a flash hider, so I expected that. Stock's still really comfortable, and yeah, the red dot worked fine. Safety worked fine. It is very, very dirty on the inside, but you can't really tell because it is all black. I'll pull out the piston so you can see really how dirty it is, but it is definitely filthy. Oh, and I put an AccuWedge in here to stop the wobble, like a $5 fix. If you don't want your, they already have a whole bunch of wobble in it. So this thing, oh, you can already see my hand, it's filthy in here. I already know. Now mind you, the piston is really going to be the only way I can show it to you. The rest of it just looks oily. But as you can see, that it's supposed to be silver, and yeah, I put a lot of rounds through that. None of the holes are getting loose. Yeah, this thing is filthy. A lot of carbon build up on there, but that's to be expected. A lot of oil and carbon mix, because I did oil this up pretty well. I do recommend you oil this up pretty good to use it, just because it does have a lot of contact surfaces. I'm just seeing if there's any damage or anything like that. I don't even see any paint peeling. A little bit at the bottom, but you can barely tell. Not really a lot of wear and tear for 500 rounds. Nothing that I can really see. Nothing sticks out to my eye, really. No wear and tear, but yeah, I think she did great. She's doing great, and we're gonna put another, I don't know how many rounds we're gonna put a lot through this thing for sure. So stay tuned for that, guys. Also, put 500 through my AK as well, just this past range session. And you talking about hot. That baby got hot. I gotta try to line this piston up. This is the hardest part right here. I was just lining this part up. See if I can do it. First try. Let's see, this is why you get extended takedown pins. But yeah, there's no, I do have like one scratch on it, and that was my fault. I accidentally, the mag scratched a little bit. Also, what mags did I use? I used the USGI metal. I used the Magpul PM3 or whatever, the 3rd generation, because they don't have a 2nd because they're stupid. And then use these Lancers. So I use this Lancer, USGI with the anti-tilt follower, if that matters. I use these, as well as another Lancer, the clear Lancer. So those are the mags I use to test. A lot of freaking loading, that's for sure. Why can't I get this stupid piston to line up? This is always the hardest part of reassembling this thing. It's getting this stupid piston line up. There we go. Sheesh. But anyways, it ran fine. I didn't have to adjust the gas at all. I feel like I could have, because I'm on the second most, I think I'm on the second most wide open slot, which they say is basically the most adverse setting. I probably could have ran it a little more closed for a slightly softer shooting, but it already shoots so soft it barely rises or anything at all. I'm able to track the red dot the whole time. So also may or may not have got footage of me shooting my group, but basically I was shooting, I did a drill actually. I'll make a separate video about that, but I made a drill and all of my groupings was like all in the face, in the headshots. So that was pretty cool. But everyone that I let shoot this, they always be like reaching back here. They be like, where's the charging handle? It does take some getting used to. And people don't know how to manipulate it because they're so used to having it like this and charging it, that they're not used to actually putting it in their pocket and, you know, doing that. Or I've let a couple lefties shoot it and they're like, oh, can you switch to the other side? I'm like, yeah, I can, but I'm not gonna do that just for you. Hell no, you tripping. But anyway, trigger pull is fine. It's mil spec. I believe it's a PSA trigger kit. It's just their mil spec kit. Nothing fancy schmancy about that. And yeah, I did oil it up pretty well, just because I'm a big fan of lubricity, for sure. So anyways, guys, you like my setup, like, I'm subscribed, all of that stuff. Comment below how's yours faring. But yeah, it's my 500 round review. I actually have more than 500 rounds on it, but this is just the round count that I'm talking about. So let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Stay tuned for more footage. I'm posting the footage separately, as well as I might include it in this video. Who knows? Stay tuned for more. We got more coming. Peace.